Hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I want to talk about the smooth bow change, and I got this request to talk about smooth bow change earlier a while ago, but finally I can make this video. It takes a little bit more time for me to organize how I can explain the bow change because this cannot be done in a short term. So definitely need to go over some basic concepts before we talk about how we can practice smooth bow change. And then I really want you to practice step by step till we get it. So don't rush to get the smooth bow change because I'm gonna talk about it later. The bow speed is the key, one of the key to make the smooth bow change. So, okay, I'm gonna talk about the bow hold first before we talk about the smooth bow change. Let me get my violin. Okay, we're gonna talk about the bow hold very quickly, but I really recommend for you to go over your bow grip, bow hold through my video, talk about how to hold a bow, or you can check with your violin teacher. Okay, so about the bow hold, I got some questions how you can relax, how you can relax your hand, and at the same time, if you're relaxed, then how you can hold a bow? Well, I definitely need to talk about this because when you hold a bow, I think including me, all teachers asking to relax your hand. And how you can relax. That doesn't mean that you need to relax your finger. That means you relax your hand inside of the right hand to hold a bow and your wrist. So I'm gonna explain how you can hold a bow a little bit more different way instead of like specific way how to hold a bow for each finger. Let's imagine how you can tickle your friend, how you can tickle your family with finger, right? So finger can move it without hand. We don't tickle like this way. Can you tickle this way? No, right? So, but this way normally some students misunderstand hold the bow with the hand because feels like it's something is not familiar in general our routine. So what happened? Your hand try to hold it, and at the same time sometimes really not a good case, sometimes even arm try to hold in the bow, so that looks tensioned, right? A lot of tense you can see and you can feel. So that's the tension that teachers try to get rid of from students. So imagine how you can tickle. So same thing when you hold a bow, fingers holding the bow. And then if you hold with the hand, this is not good. So hopefully you understand how you hold a bow and your hand relaxed. So that doesn't mean that your fingers relax. Fingers needs to hold a bow. Your inside of the hand here, especially check out this big muscle under the thumb and this a little bit thin but still very thick muscle right here. So check that muscle, and then also your wrist. Even when you hold a bow, you can move your wrist. Before we work on the smooth bow change, definitely we need to be familiar to play the legato bowing, which is very basic bow playing. And really make sure your shoulder relax, arm relax, elbow relaxed when we put the bow on the string. So by natural weight of our body, your string will pulled down. Our arm weight, elbow, lower arm weight, hand, and your bow has a weight. So all those weight pull down the string, give very natural pressure onto the string. So when we play, that natural pressure make the sound very beautiful. But don't misunderstand, this is not you press. That's not an extra pressure. If I press too hard, then sounds will like this. This is extra pressure we don't really need at this moment. So make sure you can play by weight. So you will feel the friction between the bow hair and the string. And then when you change the bow, you will feel some sound underneath the note, underneath the original tune sound. You will hear something like I call this biting the string. So I call this bite and or pinch the string. Let's try to listen to that sound underneath the tune. I'm a little bit exaggerating, but if you can hear just naturally. Down bow and up bow both. So make sure up bow as well. You can hear sound underneath the tune. That's very natural. If don't be bothered by that sound. That's very good. Then let's focus on smooth bow change. Before we practice smooth bow change, we need to know where to change. So I will call this idea changing point. So where to change your bow? Down to up, up to down. Where are you gonna change? You can change your bow in the middle of the bow or at the frog or at the tip. So you need to decide where you're gonna change your bow. Of course, it will happen very naturally. You don't need to decide which location of the bow you will change the bow. You don't need to do that every note. Eventually, you will get it naturally. But when we practice, we really need to clearly know where to change the bow. So changing point. Know the changing point. And another concept that I really want to talk about before practicing smooth bow change is the bow speed. Normally, why students are struggling for the smooth bow change? Because of the bow speed. What happened in almost of the time? Students' bow speed is very even and nice, but what happened right before change the bow? Speed up the bow. Speed up the bow speed. So if I can demonstrate. Maybe I'm too exaggerating, but this way you can see what I'm talking about clearly. So yes, so bow speed change. So this is not smooth enough for the bow change. Nice sound. Okay, now after you know where you're gonna change the bow, and then you know the concept of the bow speed, which is different from the tempo. Tempo is literally which tempo the music goes, so time goes evenly. But bow speed is different. In the same tempo, you can use slow bow speed or fast bow speed. So this is the bow speed. So make sure when we practice bow change, make sure you play same bow speed. You can practice fast bow speed, but still same fast bow speed, or slow bow speed, and then just evenly same bow speed when you change the bow. So let's practice slow bow speed first. And why don't we try full bow